What up, y'all? Football is back. Football is back. That's all I have to say. Football is so back. So while I'm saying that, we can go ahead and hit the intro music for this week. Right, baby. Football is back. So there's only one way you bring in football season. Listen to the classic NFL film theme song. Classic. Man, this music brings me back in the days, man. It used to be crazy because like you'd also had a voice, well, they call it the voice of God, or in this case, NFL film, John Facenda. John Facenda used to be the guy back then. You know what I'm saying? He was the one that like, you know what I'm saying? Like he was the voice of NFL films, basically. What I'm trying to say, and he just has such this strong, like commanding type of voice where he would talk like this and make things seem really cool and interesting. Like that was some dope shit John Facenda used to do, man. Like for real, for real. Like that brother really did have a voice. But nah, man, I just wanted to play that, man, because that's just, man, it don't get no better than that. Yeah, but it's just good to have football back, man. To be honest with you, though, like it's nothing like football season. It's nothing like the NFL season. Shout out to everybody who tuned in early. Um, y'all know normally I get home late, especially with my new work schedule or whatever. So like, y'all about to watch me eat the salad and finish drinking this water. Real talk. What up, Dallas? My pronouns are we them boys. Oh my god, man, can y'all turn off y'all fan colored glasses for 1 second? Jesus Christ. We just got here. Like relax. Let the show get started good first. Nah, but I mean we are here though, cause tomorrow is actually the kickoff. You know what I'm saying? With the Cowboys paying visit to the Eagles for the kickoff special as the Super Bowl champs raise their banner. He said, "No, man. I tell you what. Watch if I show another damn comment like that again." Yeah, man. But nah, like it's just good to have football back to even have this kind of banner back and forth. Even though like we do this all the time. Well, some of us do, because some of us are really like cool and friends and like interact and stuff outside of just on the pod. But some of us cool like in real life like that. So you know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of us. Nothing like exactly, bro. It's nothing like that. The like there are very few things I would say outside of like personal relationships, right? Anything to deal with like a interpersonal relate like you and other people, family members, friends, significant others, what have you. Um, Outside of anything dealing with something like that, name a better feeling than the starting of football season, man. Like I'm pretty sure people will come up with something. Not everybody gonna have the same interests or whatever, so I'm not expecting that. But I'm just saying, as sports fans, like that's one of like kickoff for the NFL season is when everybody pretty much has some glimmer of hope. It may not be much, and it may be abysmal, and you may know that your team is at least 2 or 3 years away from being a winning team or competing, for a playoff spot or whatever, because of the roster and the way everything going. But there's still like that glimmer of hope that like keeps you going, that makes you want to pay attention and tune in and see where your team might end up this season. It may be something as simple as, hey, look, for sellers, or whatever for Arch, or there was something for Garrett Nussmeier this past weekend after LSU's big win over Clemson. I mean, there's just something for everybody and everything, bro. It's at least 17 weekends, 18 if you count the bye week, but like for the next 18 weeks of the NFL regular season, since we got 17 games and one bye week for every team, your team is going to play professional football. So I'm just saying, like, that's something that you should be happy about, that you should be proud of, that you should be like, I don't know, maybe clapping for or something. You know what I'm saying? My bad. I was stalling. That was my fault. I didn't have it pulled up like I should have. My bad. But nah, man, like it's good to have football back. Um, we're gonna preview what we basically gonna do tonight is we're not about to go over every game of week one or give you some extensive like type of season preview coverage or nothing like that. We just gonna pick division winners and give a couple games each that we see on week one schedule that we feel like people should pay attention to, look out for, or what have you, just to open up the season. um no, Sierra, it's actually not, 'cause we have wild card weekend after that, then we got divisional round, then we got the championship game weekend, and we got off week, and we got the Super Bowl. So yeah, the next 20 something weeks, nothing but football. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Mind you, again, there's college football in between as well. Say, man, look, don't not this. Not you hating on football. Gotta relax. Gotta relax, man. There's way too much good football happening right now for you to hate on football. Can't do that. Um, but yeah, man, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I can't wait though. I can't even wait. Oh yeah, I think it is 20 weeks. Let me see something. Hold up. Let's just do this. Yeah, it's 18 weeks. 18 weeks. But he's saying 20 because he think his team gonna go to another round of the playoffs or something. I'm guessing that's why he's saying that. But that probably ain't. I mean, it might. You never know. I had to prove to y'all I was being responsible just eating a salad tonight.
Salad.
Bro, I had smoked pork tenderloin and chicken wings the other day, right? I think Maddie or Drew, one of them made macaroni and cheese. We still got some of them little potatoes or whatever the other. I can't remember what other vegetable or something Maddie had cooked. Then I still got the Chinese food chicken I could warm up, like the HEB brand that's frozen that come with the sauce. What up, Marty?
Marte!
I got plenty. I even bought more sandwich meat and bread because I be craving sandwiches. I had even made the sandwich bread the other day that you put on the little party sandwiches, a little family recipe. Even made that. But like, I don't know, bro. Tonight I came home and I was like, I don't want none of that. I want a salad.
Like, you niggas is starting early. I've been reading the whole.
Bruh.
Real champions in here now. You feel it. You know. You see what's on the side? You cowboy niggas wish you could. Yeah. 24 hours of that ass whooping. I'm going to be unbearable.
Listen, I'm gonna put it to you like this. Outside of tomorrow's game, because we already know the implications and the storylines and all of that, that was my one caveat that I had for us tonight. Neither one of us could name tomorrow night's game as one of our 3 games we wanted to preview for week 1.
Okay. No, that's cool.
That was the one thing, because it's an obvious rivalry. It's a division game. It's the Cowboys got to watch the Eagles raise a banner and all of that. Like, it's a lot. That game would have been
Cowboys got to watch it. That's what makes it better.
No, before we get into our 3 games though, just real quick, off the top of your dome, because I'm gonna do the same thing, and I just pulled the divisions up. Who you think win in the AFC East? I got the Bills.
Bills again. It's pretty clear.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm supposed to write this down. Hold on. I knew it was something else I was forgetting. I was sitting here stalling.
Are you putting it in your notes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was about to forget to write it down.
Blowing up my phone, talking about I'm ready.
All right. In the AFC North, who you got?
Ooh.
That's the tough one, bro. That is the tough one right there.
Ravens by just Ravens. I ain't gonna put a number on it. It's Ravens though. Close, very close. I think Steelers gonna come in second. Like it's gonna be like a game or two. Like it's not gonna be like a huge gap. Because I love everything the Steelers did this offseason. I love everything the Ravens did. Bengals actually might be back, but I still think it's them two.
Yeah, I got that's. Unfortunately, we agreeing again, but I mean, still though, like I love what the Ravens did last year, and to me, they didn't get any worse. And the Bengals may have tried to improve their defense some by drafting the defensive end out of
Texas A&M.
Shamar Stewart to pair him with Trey Hendrickson that they locked up for at least this coming season. But it's like, what else have you done? So
the
like,
offense is always gonna be lit. Like long as you got Joe, Chase, Higgins, like that offense is what it is. They're gonna put the numbers up, but like you just said, it's the defense. The defense sold them out so much last year.
That's what I'm saying. It was too many times where
Jordan drove down game winning drive, but time left on the guy. And I would say I don't put that for him, more for the defense, because then the defense comes in, gives up a touchdown. They had the Ravens on the ropes both games. Defense, Lamar again, ball at the end of the game. I'm talking about Joe driving down beautifully, touchdown, chase. Game should be over right there. All the defense got to do is hold up. Tell it. So, Thomas last year will be 8. Yo, that I'm not gonna lie. Whenever his last season is, if it's 8 and 9, that would be like the most. It would be disrespectfully hilarious. The fact that he went like at least 8 and 8.
Damn, disrespectfully hilarious.
It's like so. Yeah, Ravens winning the North though.
All right, who you got winning the South? Just straight up, I got the Texans winning the South, bro. It's not going no other way.
Texans. It's the Texans to lose. I said that before.
Pretty much.
It's the Texans.
Pretty much.
And I think the Colts.
This is why I knew this would be quick because it's like we've been talking about this.
Yeah, I think the Colts have done enough. I actually am probably the only person right now that believes in Daniel Jones with them. I think the Colts are going to come in second. Jags third. Tennessee is going to finish like 8 and 8. Great season, but they're going to still come in fourth. Jags might be like 9 and 8 or something like that. Maybe 10 and 7. I don't know. Maybe. So. Jacksonville is definitely a question mark for me, at least.
No, Jags are definitely a question mark. I wouldn't be surprised.
I like what they have. They had a great draft, like great efficiency.
The Jags could fool around and finish second or last in this division. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, that second place isn't solidified for anybody. I just really like the Colts myself. So,
I think you're gonna be right on that one. Colts made up second in that division.
Don't believe in Jones.
Now the AFC West.
Jeez.
I got the Broncos.
You know what's funny? I'm sitting here watching. Before, as I was waiting for the computer or everything to come up, I'm watching Janky Rondo, and he was going through doing the same thing, but he was doing it like he's got random like fans coming on his stream and like fans of those teams, and they're like going through the schedule. So the Bronco dude came on that was a Broncos fan. I wish Dre was here, and he was like he had them finishing 12 and 5. And I was shocked because the games that he had them winning, he had them split it with the Chiefs and split it with the Raiders, which is about right because they usually do every year. I can't think of the last time they swept them, either one of them, because I think last year they broke even with both. But it was interesting. I think it's again just like the Texans. I think it's the Chiefs' division to lose. But with the Broncos making the playoffs last year, I think they're going to add on to that. But I still got them finishing second.
Hey, bro, that defense is nasty.
Oh, no, it is.
Hey, bro, that defense is nasty. And like I've been telling people with the Broncos, Bo Nix is in his second year with Sean Payton. If he just shuts the fuck up, listens and pays attention, like he should get better this year than what he was last year. And last year he was pretty decent. Led him to a playoff.
Yes, sir. I agree.
Playoff run. So
still second, but I agree.
That's kind of why I feel like they may have a chance to overtake the Chiefs at like, but we'll see.
On in here, as long as that 0.5 is back there as quarterback, he's the new Brady, man. Like you can't count against that man at all. Like I finally can admit it. They hate him, but after us beating them last year, you can't count against that man. Like,
no, you can't.
I think last year was one of the worst teams they've had. Actually, their last 2 Super Bowls, I think, are 2 of the worst teams that they've had, and he's taking them to the Super Bowl. So,
yep,
I could never count that man out. That's why I say I got them, but Broncos are clear number 2.
All right, in the NFC East, you got the Eagles.
Of course. Washington second, Dallas third.
I got the Redskins winning that division.
Hey man, Judas.
Let me tell you something. There has not been a back-to-back winner of the NFC East since 2004.
Till this year. But I agree. I understand. But I also understand why. I love everything Washington's done since last year. I love everything they did this year. Locking up Scary Terry, bringing in Debo. Mm-hmm. I personally think trading away Brian Robinson was a mistake, but they really believe in the young boy and Eckler. So, and what they got in that young boy, I can never say his whole name. It's like weird, Escaler or whatever. They believe in him the same way they believed in Brian Robinson. And for what I've seen, the production is going to be the same. So I understand Brian Robinson had the higher trade value. 49ers needed a running back. So it all made sense.
Ja'Cory Crosby Merritt?
That's what it is. Ja'Cory Crosby. Yeah. And everything I've seen from him, he looks like Brian Robinson Jr. He's BRJ, less money.
Cheaper. Yep.
Yeah, so totally understand it. And you still got the vet and Eckler back there who's coming off an injury, but is, from what I've seen, 100% back. So it's gonna be interesting. I still got us. But I that is the one team in our division where when them games come up now, I'm a little worried. I'm not Dallas. We'll just talk. Dallas let Micah go was just. I understood it. I totally understood it. It made sense as far as the trade. It was where they sent him to me that made no sense. That was my only gripe was you could have sent that man anywhere. You should have sent him to the AFC, and you should have sent him somewhere that could give you higher draft picks. New Orleans, Carolina. If you're going to send him to the NFC, Seattle, Carolina, because they're going to be ass, so they're going to give you higher draft picks than what you're going to get from Green Bay.
The teams wasn't going to go for that because they knew they was going to be ass if they had him or not.
I still would have took his ass. The hell? I would have never sent his ass to Green Bay.
Bro.
Seattle might not have been asked if you add him to that defense. Because the offense ain't too bad, and you added him to that defense.
This is what makes this next question so difficult. Who you got winning the NFC North?
It's still the Lions.
I got the Packers, bro.
Very close, though. So, all right. The issue with the Packers for me is Jordan Love. That's the only issue. And the run game a little bit. I love the receivers. They have a lot of young receivers. Defensively, they only added Micah, but they were still a little bit of a liability down the stretch in that backfield. So,
but that defense has gotten got some hitters on it though.
You got to remember what the Lions had last year when they were healthy, and then you got to remember what they had even when they were losing people. They still had like the top defense even when they were losing people. So everybody is healthy with that run game, that two-headed run game, the receivers, Goff back there. Hard for me to bet against.
I'm about to kill two birds with one stone. They lost both of their coordinators, though.
Them losing Ben Johnson and losing the defensive coordinator is going to be – that's why I don't believe in Chicago yet.
Because Ben Johnson is down in Chicago and Aaron Glenn is over with the Jets.
Yeah, that's why I just don't believe in the Jets yet. I love Aaron Glenn. Ben Johnson's a hell of a coordinator. We're going to see what he is as a head coach. I think the Bears have everything to be one of those top teams. But that's a tough ass fucking division. Exactly. I'm like Minnesota with JJ this season, fully healthy now. We get to see what that finally looks like. And I think if it's anything like last season, they're also competing for that top spot. Exactly. Like at 3, the AFC what was it? AFC North and the NFC North are probably, I'm trying to think before I fully say that. Yeah, the two toughest divisions in football right now. The two toughest, because you potentially have 4 teams in each division that could be up there. Even though the Browns and we don't, that quarterback room is the problem.
Yeah.
But with the NFC North, though, any one of those four, Chicago easily could turn it on in week 1. Like, we think they not that good, and you know what I mean. So like that division,
all it takes is a couple of injuries here and there for somebody for another team to get hot or whatever.
Yeah. So
and then especially if you get a young quarterback like that in his second year, some confidence, something early.
Preseason he looked bad, camp he's looked bad, but Sunday come, he might lock in and be different. You never know. Right. So
another division you never know about, the NFC South. Honestly, Tampa's to lose to me.
Okay, we agree.
That's how I feel about it. It's Tampa's to lose.
Atlanta's the clear number 2, and I have y'all as the clear 3. I still don't think the Panthers have enough. And it could be wrong. I think y'all and the Panthers are gonna flip flop a little just because I believe in your quarterback. I believe the quarterback believes in himself. I think you're giving him actual first team weapons now compared to what he had last year when he got in. That's the other part. Yeah, a lot of people injured last year. He was playing with Foot Locker and FedEx wide receivers. So you're giving him actual first teamers. He's got Alvin Kamara back, Chris Olave fully healthy. Like, I want to see what Rattler does with that full first team. I really do. He's going to struggle a little. I'm not going to act like he's going to be perfect by far, but I think he's going to look much better this season than he did last season.
Here's my thing with that offense is the trigger man. I don't believe in none of them that they have on that roster. And the offensive line has to show better.
Yeah.
If neither one of them show anything, then it's like, what the hell?
But
why am I even gonna bother with it? But
that's why I got him at 3rd.
Here's the other thing too. That damn defense, man.
That bad?
I have no confidence in it. To be honest with you, it's like you got a couple of players here and there, but as a collective, this is why they're over and under on the season is 4.5 wins. I'm gonna take the over because they probably gonna win 5 games, maybe 6. So I'm about to see what's the odds on it? Right. Yeah, it's minus 115 either way. So they pretty much saying you really not gonna win no money on the Saints. There's no juice on one side or the other. We just feel like the team gonna.
They'll probably be by week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shit, by week 6 they probably are, because I think they can beat the Giants and the Patriots. The Bills is gonna win, Seahawks, Cardinals, and the 49ers. And I got y'all beating the 49ers. So they could be 3-3 by week 6, which is pretty good to start out for them.
No doubt. You have more optimism than I do.
I got the Cardinals beating y'all week 1.
Oh, for sure.
I got y'all beating.
I got Kyler Murray as my starting quarterback in fantasy. Partly because I can see him going off for like 40-something points against the Saints opening.
Him and Marvin Lewis about to get crazy. Marvin Harrison about to get crazy.
Bro. And they still got Connor at running back.
Yep.
Like they got a couple of little things over there shaking, but as far as the last division is concerned, the West, NFC West, I got the Rams. Again, because I love their defense.
I think it's Rams, Cardinals, Seahawks. Yeah.
You got the 49ers finishing last?
I don't like the 49ers. I don't like anything about them. And it's not, and I'm not saying that as a bias or anything. I mean, honestly, I don't think they got better. I feel like everybody got better but them. Them and the Seahawks might fight for 3rd, but I think it's Rams, Cardinals 1-2. I think the Cardinals this year turn the corner.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of stuff. I've watched a lot of Kyler interviews today. So happy to be watching. The way he's talking, I like them. I still think the Rams are going to be better, but
yeah, I just like that Rams defense, man. To be honest, like I said, I love when I see a good defense and they're performing
man,
well or what have you. Like that's
Pat's
I'm
got my
always
cousin.
be a sucker for
Pat's
that.
got little cousins at running back 3, and it don't make sense.
Well, I think the only reason, to be honest with you,
Special teams.
special teams, yeah, and they want to go with 2 more experienced players in front of him.
I love that. NFC West all boils down to McCaffrey and Stafford, and who's injured less.
Yeah, pretty much.
I agree with that right there.
Pretty much, and that's why I was saying I feel like, you know what I'm saying. I feel like the Rams could be one of them teams that's gonna, like, that defense is gonna carry that team, of course. But if Matthew Stafford does happen to go down, they have Jimmy G at backup. I'm just saying. Jimmy G is a capable backup, I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
Santana thinks little cuz gonna be RB1 by week 3. I mean, he could. I wouldn't be surprised.
Who's gonna start still?
Well, I put it to you like this: the main reason why I would be surprised is because Ramondre. No, they got him second team.
They moved him up.
Yeah, he's second team. He's right behind Ramondre Stevenson.
Oh, then yeah, I'm cool with number 2.
I just pulled it up on ESPN.
Because Ramondre,
they got him at second, and they got Gibson at third. But I just think that, like, if they would have put Gibson in front of him, it would have just been like an okay experience thing, whatever. But one of the biggest things I know with running backs transitioning from college to the NFL, when they look at rookies, is can we use you on third down? And if we use you on third down, can you pick up the blitz or a blocker or what have you on those kind of plays and situations if we should happen to call an audible or whatever?
Yeah.
So if he's doing stuff like that well, plus he's already performing well on special teams, it's no reason why they wouldn't have had him second team, to me. But I mean, hey, I'm not at practices. I'm not covering practices. I'm not watching it that close like that. You know what I'm saying?
Stevenson for sure on third downs. 66. Yeah, that makes sense. 66-33 split. Stevenson. Yeah. I don't know. Lil Cousin put on some muscle and I mean, both of. I think you could use either one of them on third down. To be honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
last year at Ohio State, he really turned into more. Like he was still a home run hitter, but he also turned into a bit of a power back with in the backfield. So.
Well, the thing was that he kept that breakaway speed. He just got, like you said, he had bulked up. Because even when you said you had saw him or whatever, I was like, oh, he did?
Yeah, bro got put. When he was home a couple weeks ago, he got bigger. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's just one of those things with a running back is really like blocking is a will thing. It's almost like rebounding in the NBA. You have to want it more than the other person. But it's also technique that's involved with it as well. So it's like when running backs and tight ends and receivers, when they can block, that's when I really like give a guy a little bit of an edge. If I'm like got him over another guy, how well do they block? And not just in the run game, but in the pass game after the ball is caught and somebody trying to make a play. You know what I'm saying?
He's ready to run. Just never seen us blocking, and May is still a little green.
Yeah, he is still a little green.
Very green.
Leverage, exactly. Leverage, technique, and wanting it more. Because you could be strong as an ox and have poor technique and bad leverage, and the other person gonna beat your ass off the line every fucking time.
Backs got to catch some blitzes off guard. Yeah.
Well, the other thing too is they gotta be able to pick up on it and know where it's coming from. Because if you don't know the play and they switch around the protections or whatever, then you like, hey, wait a minute, what's going on here? That's how you get your quarterback killed. Eagles by 14 or more. Oh, wow.
By 28.
See, y'all tripping.
By 28. Fuck Dallas.
I can't take y'all serious at all.
Yeah, man. This is week 1, man.
I cannot take y'all fucking
I am
serious at
fucking
all, bro. No, the crazy shit is, what is this? Yeah, the spread right now is 8.5.
8.5.
Yeah, 8.5.
They wish it was 8.5.
All right, so looking at week one schedule, outside of tomorrow night's matchup, like we already took that off the board.
Uh,
What are your three most interesting games week one? I'm gonna go. I'll go. I'll name one of mine, and it's the Monday night game: Chicago versus Minnesota.
I was actually looking at that one as one. I think
I want to see how the two second-year quarterbacks matched up against each other, who could be challenging for a second and or third in that division.
I'm gonna be
I
honest.
want to see how those two teams look.
The way I'm looking at it, I think I got like 5. It's hard to pick 3. I promise you it is, because that Chiefs Chargers on Friday night, I actually really like that matchup in that game. Um, Bucks and Falcons. Hold on, I do. Lions, Packers, Ravens, Bills, and then Vikings, Bears.
Okay, so what's your top three?
That's tough.
Because I'll give you my three. My three is I had Minnesota and Chicago as one because like I said, I wanted to see how them two second-year quarterbacks gonna look against each other. My other interesting matchup was interestingly enough, two teams that most people may not think may do much this season: Pittsburgh and the Jets. I want to see Aaron Rodgers versus Justin Fields. Both of those defenses are pretty damn good. And New York now has a defense with a real good defensive coordinator to call plays and the head coach Aaron Glenn. So I want to see how those two teams match up against each other. Plus, it's two brothers that's head coaches in the NFL. One is like a rookie, and the other one's been there like the longest tenure head coach for his team.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see that one. And the third game is going to be Detroit and Green Bay because them the two teams I think going to battle it out for supremacy in that NFC North.
Yeah.
This first game could go a long way to determining who could controls that division for the rest of this season, and we just so happen to get that matchup opening weekend.
I would probably go then Lions, Packers, Ravens, Bills, Vikings, Bears as the top 3. I really love that Bucks Falcons matchup though. I think that's gonna be.
Wait, you said Bucks Falcons?
Yeah, I got them 4, but it was Lions, Packers, Ravens, Bills, and Vikings, Bears.
Lions, Packers,
Ravens, Bills, Vikings, Bears.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did say Ravens, Bills.
That Titans, Broncos.
Then the Vikings and Bears.
Titans and Broncos is gonna be an interesting one too.
Yeah, like I didn't go with like some of the obvious ones.
Yeah, because even if I'm looking at some of the lesser matchups, that I would say that Titans, Broncos, Bucks, Falcons, and actually I do agree with you with that Jets and Steelers. If I'm going with like the outside of those big matchups, then it would be those 3: Titans, Broncos, Bucks, Falcons, Steelers, Jets. Panthers, Jags could be an interesting game too. I don't think it's a bad matchup week 1. Outside of like the clear, I think Cardinals beat y'all. Of course, we beat the Bengals, beat the Browns. Seahawks beat 49ers. Texans and Rams is a quiet one too.
Yeah, that one could be really good too. I was looking at that one and I thought about putting it on my list, but I was just like, I was really trying to find like good games and good storylines. Like I wanted to find the perfect blend of both. And like them was just the 3 games that I came up with because I definitely want to keep an eye out on the Bears and the Vikings this year with the 2 second-year quarterbacks. I want to see how Aaron Rodgers does in Pittsburgh and how Justin Fields does in New York. And then the other one, I mean, just the Lions and the Packers, like they're gonna be battling it out for the lead in that division all year, and they starting off the season with each other. So
the division, damn near the conference.
Right. And thank you. Like they could be battling out for the conference. We don't know. So like I don't know, man. It's just
that Bucks Falcons is gonna be a game for me because Penix is first full year at quarterback. Baker is in year 3 with the Bucks now. Everything the Bucks added on offense. Falcons beefing up that defense more.
Like there's literally a reason you can find to watch every single game this weekend.
Except for the Bengals, Browns, 49ers, Seahawks. I think the Bengals, Browns one is going to be interesting because how's Flacco going to look? Like, in full game, like, at this age, and then are they going to start calling for one of those younger guys? At what week? Like, how is he going to – because we saw what happened with Kirk Cousins. They love you until they don't. And as soon as he went down with that injury or started looking bad, they were calling for Penix quick. That Brown situation is going to be the same, and it's going to be Gabriel, it's going to be Shador, it's going to be one of them. No matter how they got them listed on the depth chart as of right now, when that time comes, it's going to be one of them, whether it's Gabriel or Shador. And it's of course it's going to be which one do you cater to the fans. And with the fans want, because they're the ones who pay to come to the game, they buy everything or do you go with your gut and say, no, Gabriel's the better quarterback. As far as what they feel with it. So
yeah, it's gonna be a lot to look at, man. Week 1. I'm loving the way the season gonna start out and everything, and
can't wait.
It's gonna be fun to talk about. Speaking of football, college football. We had a little not really an upset because Ohio State was favored to win that game, but still, it's just like looking at that Ohio State over Texas game. Like they pretty much dominated the game, but it wasn't like it was a huge blowout or something like that.
Neither quarterback could really get off. That's why the score was close. But Archie looked bad. Like, Sand didn't look that good either. He really couldn't get the ball to Jeremiah Smith too much. So it was the 14-7. I'm not going to say the defenses didn't do what they were supposed to do, but also neither quarterback stood out. But Archie looked bad.
Well, see, here was the funny part about it was Texas had 6 penalties for 50 yards, and they had the only turnover of the game, which was that interception by Arch. But when you rack up 166 yards to 77 yards rushing the ball, and you don't win the game, then you got to look elsewhere and be like, all right, what do we, how did we? And the crazy thing about it is that turnover ended up, depending on what Texas could have done with that drive, it ended up being like a decider, basically, because that one turnover and that touchdown or that extra possession or whatever kept them from tying the game up. So it was just one of those games, man, where I say both defenses did do their thing. I'm not gonna lie, they both did their thing. It was just surprising that Texas was able to get off that many rushing yards against Ohio State. That was the one thing that stuck out to me. Outside of that, man, I just loved the way that game looked, bro. It was just a good, like JR and wrestling would say, it was a slobber knocker.
Yeah, Florida State and Alabama was good.
Well, the reason why a lot of people say that one was good is because nobody really thought Florida State was going to win that game, much less win that game by 2 touchdowns.
They did not. Everything else was like blowouts from what I'm looking at. Like,
Yeah.
Except for the Sunday night Notre Dame and Miami one.
Yeah, that one went down. That one was a good.
That was the game.
Clemson game was a crazy game.
Yeah, that one too. Those two probably were like the games of the weekend.
I would say so.
Everything else,
Miami win.
From what I'm looking at the scores, better. Everything else was blowouts. Ohio State, Texas, and then, but yeah, LSU Clemson was a great game. That Notre Dame Miami. I mean, I knew Miami would win. I didn't. I did, but it was and I was talking about it in the chat the whole time. Me and Santana but it was just like, bruh, the way Notre Dame didn't use Price or Love, the wide receiver, I forgot his name from last year. Their number one wide receiver had barely any targets. And some of it was, of course, on, freshman quarterback, but he played pretty good, except for that one interception that wasn't all his fault. He didn't play bad. That second half, he was more poised. You could tell he came out the locker room a lot more calm and ready, and he played great. Miami defense down the stretch did exactly what they were supposed to do, pressuring him, realizing that he is a freshman, and they put that pressure on him, that veteran defense they have. So, I mean, I think it really came down to coaching, which was crazy that Cristobal outcoached somebody. As a Miami fan, that don't happen. Cristobal don't outcoach no fucking body.
Say, bro, you're not the only Miami fan that I've heard say that. About that,
I wouldn't have been mad if we lost, to be completely honest. But I was very, even Carson Beck surprised the fuck out of me. He looks great. And I think he's in a comfortable situation that he's happy to be in. Coming out of that last year in Georgia and just not okay with a lot of stuff, and being unhappy. I think he's just in a happy situation.
Yeah, that's always gonna be good when you're in a situation where you're more comfortable or whatever. That's always going to be better for
now. I say that to say Notre Dame gonna step on heads the rest of the season.
Think so?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't either. They did last year for the most part.
They got some talent.
I just think not using your two-headed monster run game, barely any, was crazy. They should have been running the ball down our necks, because when they actually ran the ball, even with the quarterback, we couldn't stop it. So you have Price, and then you got Love, and you're barely giving either one of them the ball. And then Greenhouse, that's his name. You're not even throwing the Greenhouse, which was
the two biggest movers this week on the polls. Alabama dropped 13 spots in the AP poll to number 21. Crazy. Florida State went from not ranked to number 14. I mean, you had teams like Miami move up 5 spots, LSU moved up 6 spots,
Notre Dame
just dropped 6 spots, and they still weren't even the biggest. Iowa State went up 6 spots, but they still weren't even the biggest movers this week when you look at the polls. So
week 2 is interesting. It's not. I don't think it's any. I'm trying to look and see what might be my game of the weekend. But I think everything this weekend, week 2 is always layup games. I think the biggest game is honestly the Michigan-Oklahoma game. Other than that, everybody's playing easy teams per se. Yeah, I'm looking at it now, that's the only game that's honestly, unless you just want to watch your team, that's literally the only game that's worth watching this weekend, which is Saturday. Saturday night, my bad.
I think Michigan, Oklahoma. Yeah, that's the only ranked matchup we have so far. Yeah, that's the only ranked matchup that they have the whole weekend.
Everybody else has layup games in a sense. Anything can happen, but Ohio State playing Grambling State is a game I'm gonna actually watch Saturday. Because I should be back from Jackson's game in time. I don't know. It's an interesting game, even though Ohio State probably gonna win by a lot. But the fact that they playing Grambling State is a weird game. I'm like, why are they playing Grambling State? Like, who scheduled this and why?
Because they cut the check. Always follow the money, dog. Always follow the money, dog.
I would cut that one out of all teams. I get it. I get it. I understand it from a TV standpoint. Damn, we gonna get your ass walked.
Hey, I forgot to tell y'all, it is episode 90 presented by Dubby Energy. In case y'all didn't know.
Nigga, we 10 episodes away.
In case y'all didn't know.
10. I didn't even see Dre came in here, man. Hey, Dre, nice to see you to join us, brother. You know, you missed all the rant earlier. I ain't gonna get into it. See you tomorrow.
Man, but yeah, I had to hit on college football real quick after we talked about the NFL for so long. It was
hold on. I know there's one thing from college. So I don't think I've asked you all week, and I kind of on purpose didn't, but a minute 7 left, minute 13, something like that. In the Colorado game, Deion's got two timeouts, right?
Mm-hmm.
I listened to the press conference several times because I had to fully understand his logic. I heard it the first time and I was like, and I'm listening to him as he's breaking down them final drives and why he didn't call the timeout. The timeouts. And I feel like on the 2 plays that he should have, he was like, it didn't make sense to call him. And I know, Deion's great, the greatest player ever, one of the, if not the greatest player ever. But questionable head coach, right? Questionable flaw at head coach.
I put it to you like this, like
when they lost those first 4 yards, I felt like timeout, stop the clock. If you're not going to run up and spike the ball.
Well, here was the thing. The first one you should have called timeout was when you take up 6, however many seconds for a 2-yard pass to start your drive with. So then your next play is like 28 seconds left. Then your next play is 18 seconds left. Then you have an incompletion. Now it's 8 seconds left. Then it's 3 seconds left. Then time off the clock. Like, my thing is, bro, like, I'm sorry. Like, there's certain situations that you need to have preloaded, pre-discussed, and stuff like that. And it's like, if you get, like, there's this little coaching thing or whatever, and one of them says if you have X amount of timeouts and there's X amount of time left on the clock, if your first gain is such and such, like if it's a decent gain or whatever, or it's I can't remember what it is, but it's like 2 different outcomes that's dramatically different. Like if it's a huge gain, keep going with the momentum because you probably hit a quick strike play, boom, 20 yards down the field. Okay, cool. We got to run and get in position anyway. But if you get like a short ass gain like that, to me, that would have been a position to call a timeout because we already got time ticking off the clock or whatever. Your next play run and it's like 20 more seconds or so ticking off the clock. So you lost like more like half a minute basically in 2 plays that you didn't really get anywhere with. So it's stuff like that, bro, that I'll be like, nah, man, this is stupid. Like, it don't make no sense to me. But I mean, hey, when in hindsight is always gonna be 2020. You're gonna look back on stuff and you're gonna realize like maybe I should have did this differently, or maybe I should have did that differently, or whatever. But to me, honestly, he could have used those timeouts and used them much, much more effectively to help preserve that drive. And like, you see how your quarterback was playing. You see he like scrambling and playing off schedule and whatnot. So that's going to take up time every play. If you get a 2-yard gain, like, is it really worth that completion? Number one. Number two, now we got to waste the time out and y'all only got 2 yards up the field. So it's tough, but to me, in situations like that, that's why you should always have it predetermined, like where you gonna go with something. Because if you just decide to like, fuck it, I'm gonna just wait, or I'm gonna use this excuse or that excuse and say this is why I'm doing X, Y, or Z, it just comes off as, you making an excuse instead of being prepared for what you should have been prepared for already. So it is what it is. You live and you
Yeah,
learn.
I just
We do have to realize this is still his only what third season really coaching at a Division 1 level. Yeah, because he had 2 years with Shadur. Now he's got this year with this kid. Yeah, so I mean, some stuff gonna take some getting used to. I mean, altogether, Dion's been a head coach less than 10, like around 10 years or so. If you combine high school, college,
yeah, I didn't like a lot of the play calling last year with Shadur Hunter either. More last year than the first year.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, but I just think that they was trying to take as best advantage of the personnel that they had, because a lot of the times personnel has a lot to do with the play calling, and that's one thing that I kind of learned, like not really the hard way, but like I've heard multiple different people either say it or allude to it or whatever. So that's what makes me feel like, okay, it's gotta be like, I know like when certain people get hurt or you have certain depth at certain positions, teams would scrap a whole game plan and change the game plan depending on who's available. So it's like that has a lot to do with it sometimes too. But I mean, I think we're gonna get a good college football season though. Moving on, like most of the time we don't even have NBA news, right? And most of the time, if we have NBA news in the off season, it's like boring stuff. When we're this close to football kicking off and training camp for the NBA is still like a month and a half or so away. You've had media days or whatever, or like little meet and greets or this and that, but not much comes out for you to talk about until today, when Pablo Torre dropped the bomb saying basically Steve Ballmer, owner of the LA Clippers, paid Kawhi Leonard $28 million for a no-show job to kind of skirt the salary cap. Says, and here I quote from the article from Shams, in the latest episode of his Pablo Torre Finds Out podcast, Torre cited a trove of internal documents from the company, Aspiration, which Ballmer partially funded with a $50 million investment through his personal LLC on September 14, 2021. Later that month, on September 27, 2021, the Clippers announced a $300 million partnership with the now bankrupt Aspiration, including sponsorship in the team's new arena and on the team's jersey patch. According to Torre, Leonard received a 4-year, $28 million endorsement deal in April 2022 through his LLC, KL2 Aspire. The endorsement deal came 9 months after Leonard signed a 4-year, $176.3 million contract extension to remain with the Clippers, the maximum allowed at the time under the NBA's collective bargaining agreement. Do you think this is what we think it is? I think so. And the main reason why I think so is there's a lot of times where NFL owners, NBA owners, MLB, they'll try to find a way around something, right? And one of the ways that the Dodgers are doing it in MLB is they're having all these prorated and deferred payment contracts out there, right? And basically what they're doing is they're just kicking the can down the road, not to have to spend the actual cash right now, but it's on paper as if Shohei Ohtani is making $70 million. When in cash, they just paying him $2 million a season. They also have, and most people just thinking, oh, it's just Shohei. No, they have that agreement with at least, I think it's like 4 or 5 other players on their roster right now. So why wouldn't one of the richest owners in sports, Steve Ballmer, figure out a way to skirt the salary cap and give his newly re-signed star player a little bit of extra kickback from a dummy corporation that he got? I think it's true.
I definitely think it is.
I also think that there could be like a failed investment.
I believe that too. Like what Shams had reported, and then like just hearing everything, I fully believe all of it. Like on both sides.
Yeah.
And it honestly could just have been a failed venture where they were filtering money also, endorsement.
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna say the Clippers have like crazy contracts or anything. They have been signing a lot of people, but they don't have crazy contracts where it was like, we needed to do that for Kawhi. But it also made sense with him being injured, and it's like, look, we're gonna pay you, but I'm gonna figure out how to pay you over here, so that way I ain't gotta pay you from this side and still be able to sign people and bring people in from this side. So
yeah,
you get caught. You know how that go.
It's one of them things, man. To be honest with you, like I tell people sometimes, it's one of those things where, you got this version of the story here, you got this version of the story here. The truth lies somewhere in the middle. And I think either between a bad investment or he had this plan from the get-go, the truth lies somewhere in there. How far it leans to one side or the other, I'm not sure. But I just think that there's two very viable outcomes for this whole situation, and I wouldn't be surprised if the truth leaned one way or the other, to be honest with
you. Yeah. Another corrupt Clippers owner. That's all I hear.
Hey,
no, we thought Ballmer was different. I'll tell you, they're all the same. He's saying racist. That's the beauty of him. He's corrupt like a politician, but he's not racist like me.
Hey, listen, bro. At least he ain't racist. That's a damn shame when you got to say that about somebody. Like, at least he ain't racist. Like, damn.
Is there a lot of big personalities at Colorado? Or too many?
Hey, we got. I don't think so. I'll put it to you like this here.
He still got Staff there.
I put it to you like this. I think that could be a hindrance to them if they allow their personalities to overtake their coaching. Because if you allow that personality to overtake the coach that you're trying to be, because you're trying to not only coach.
I don't think so. I think with Shedeur,
like help them grow as young men. You know what I'm saying?
I think with both of the Sanders boys and with Travis being gone, it looks like so far a lot of the pageantry is gone. So a lot of that distraction isn't around as much. Still the same culture that he created with them there. But I think now it's easier for him to just get back to football with what he has. They still played a great game. It's just that play calling at the end of the game was what killed him. Like, it was a great game.
Yeah, see that's my only gripe.
Oh, okay. No, because I like that. Marshall Faulk coming in for that running back room. It looked great on the other night. Like, that running game was solid. Very, very solid.
Right. That's why I was speaking. I figured that's what he was talking about was the coaching staff. That's why I said, like, as long as you don't allow the personality to overtake the coach that you're trying to become.
From what I've seen, I don't think so, because I follow their YouTube. I watch a lot of the practice videos and stuff like that. I don't think so. Sapp, even last season when Sapp came in, like he didn't come in like I'm Sapp. Like it was more like
right.
I'm a coach, you know what I mean? And Marshall Faulk has been the same way. Like, I'm a coach here. You know what I mean? Like, what I did in the NFL is what I did. that helped me get to where I am right now. That gave me the resume and to speak to be where I am. But you know what I mean? I think he brought in the right people. It ain't like he filled his entire staff with just ex-NFL players like people thought he was gonna do.
Right.
I still think Chad coming in as a wide receivers coach would have been fired. I ain't gonna lie. That would have been. Chad has so. And we talked about it when he did that that little mini camp during the summer with the receivers. Man, he definitely should be on somebody. He's one of them. Not NFL sideline yet. Maybe though. I think he has so much he could give back to the game still, and the way he ended, I love to see him coaching and rewriting his ending, because that ending in Miami won't end for a player like him. That like it won't. So, but I think at a Colorado or even him going back to Oregon State, or him going in with Cincinnati, them bringing him in as an advisor. Maybe not all out wide receiver coach, but something like that. Really dope.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, I don't think there's too many personalities there. He didn't bring in too many, like he brought in like himself, of course, and then two more really well-known players to be coaches, and that was it. Giving them a foot in the door like he got to, grow and do more like they want to do in coaching. So
yeah, with only a.
Oh yeah, they did. He did hire Byron Left. Is Byron the OC or is he the quarterbacks coach?
That I'm not sure.
I know he hired Byron. I just can't remember which. I think he's the. I feel like he's the QB coach though.
Yeah, but like I don't think because like I said, I think all those guys let their coaching portion of their job description, and they checked the ego, the Hall of Fame status, and all of that kind of personal accolades and everything. I think they checked all that shit at the door and just came in to like, look, I'm a coach on the coaching staff, and this is what we trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think, it's gonna. I don't think it's too many big personalities there. I think it helps with recruiting though.
Oh yeah,
I think it definitely helps with recruiting because you're getting coached by former NFL greats. So that to me is always gonna definitely be a plus. What else is a plus is the WNBA season is pretty much wrapped up. It looks like the Sparks still have a shot to make the playoffs, and it looks like the Valkyries and the Storm haven't solidified their playoff spots or whatever yet. But I think that the playoffs are solidified. Let's just say Minnesota with a 5.5 game lead over the rest of the league, over the Dream. I mean, with a 6 game lead over the Aces and the Mercury. Like, it's pretty much Minnesota's title to lose because they've been head and shoulders above everybody else all season. They managed to stay head and shoulders above everybody else all season with Nafisa Collier with her being out.
I'm shocked by the Dream. The Dream being at 2. Very shocking.
Hey man, like
a lot of good moves though.
That I was just getting ready to say they made the right moves to take that team where they needed that team to go to. And shout out for the Aces for that late season surge, winning 12 in a row. Like,
yeah, I think the Dream got a fire lineup, man. That Alicia Gray, they went out and got Griner, Ryan Howard, Brianna Jones, Canada. Canada's always been one of my favorite guards. I was so mad when she left the Sparks.
Yeah.
Drafting Pow, Coffee coming off the bench. Like, they have a very
That's
solid.
What I'm saying, they put together just a solid team.
Yeah, it ain't even
they work well together.
Yeah, it's just a really, really good lineup. Playoffs are gonna be interesting. Like you said, it's the Lynx to lose, but don't count those. The Aces can't count them out at 3. Can never count the Liberty out. Fever, as of right now, the Fever are number 8, so they're in. Sparks aren't too far out at 19 and 21. How many games is left?
I don't think it's no games left. I think the playoffs are about to start, if I'm not mistaken.
No. It's 1. So playoffs start after the 11th The last games are on September 11th. That Thursday night are the last games. So like 3, maybe 4 left. It looked like 3, something like that.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, you're right because the Mystics is still playing
Yeah, Sparks
Thursday,
got 1,
tomorrow
2.
night. Okay, yeah, you're right. I forgot. I don't know why I thought it
It's
was
4
Thursday,
games.
but yeah, it's like a couple games left. You're right. You're right.
So with those 4 being left, a lot can shake and move as far as that bottom half. I think that top half is pretty much solidified. With that 4, not even 4. Who's number 5?
It just threw me off because it's like it's only 3 games on Thursday, 3 games on Friday, 2 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday. It's like I was like, wait a minute, is this the playoffs?
Yeah, it's
And
like
I looked at it, and one of the first games for tomorrow is the freaking Mystics, and they've already been eliminated from playoff contention.
Yeah, they out. The Sky are out.
That's what threw me
Sun
off.
Out. Mystics, Sky, and Sun are done.
Yeah.
Wings are done. It's really that 7.
It's maybe that 6-7 spot. Well, I think Indiana's gonna make it because they won a Commissioner's Cup, right?
I think so.
So they.
I mean, they still could move. That 6 through 9 is what really could move. Like I said,
everybody else been eliminated.
10 through 13 is out, but the Sparks could still get in. Them being 19 and 21, the Fever being 21 and 21, Storm are 22 and 20, and the Valkyries are 22 and 18. So those last 4 games are kind of pivotal for everybody.
Yeah, it's still open. That's why I said, like, I think Indiana makes it be automatically because they won a Commissioner's Cup, but it's gonna be out of the Valkyrie, Storm, and the Sparks to see who's gonna get them last 2 spots. So that's something we got to keep an eye on for the next week or so. Well, yeah, for the next week because their season don't end till
next Thursday,
the day after our 91st show next week. So
yeah.
In the MLB standings, just to hit them right quick as a refresher, the Blue Jays still have a lead of 3 over the Yankees now.
3.5 over the Sox.
And 3.5 over the Sox. We might as well say the Tigers done won the Central, bro. Like, can we declare that now?
Unless they have like some type of like just catastrophic, like they cleaning up. Like,
bruh, they the only team in the league right now with, well, no, them and Philly, because Philly got a 5.5 game lead over the Mets in the East, but them the only 2 teams with more than 99.9% chance to make the playoffs.
I'm about to say the Brewers got a 6 game right now.
Yeah, the Brewers do too, but theirs is like, oh yeah, theirs is more than a 99.9% chance. Yeah. My bad. I knew it was another team.
Everybody else is pretty close. Dodgers and Padres are close.
They stay run, and still now the Dodgers still only have a 2.5 game lead because the Padres started sucking when the Dodgers started sucking.
Astros got a 3.5 over the Mariners and 5 over the Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
So
I still don't understand how the fuck they doing it, and I be watching the team from time to time. I just be like, nigga, it's like we won a game. That's how they do. Like, you know how you had them fake ass magic tricks where you can kind of see the sleight of hand or whatever. That's what the Astros be doing every night. They be like, what's that behind your ear? Oh, look at this. I found a quarter. Bro, that's the type of shit they be doing. Because, like, the other night, they fooled around and lost to, they got beat up by the Yankees. And then you get a night where your pitcher and your catcher not on the same page and they, you know, going off on each other or whatever. Then you lose back-to-back games to the Angels, 4-1 and 3-0, like to the one of the worst teams in not just baseball but in your division. Like how you do that? Like I don't know, bro. They be tripping sometimes, but they still holding on. So I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, man, it's like we said last couple of weeks. This is where teams lock in for playoff position in this shit. Boy, he said the Rangers on the rise, and this fool said they took a Viagra to get there. You know what? Come on, bro.
What? All right. Yep. Might be time. Might be.
Yeah, it's a good thing we at the end of the show. Because what the fuck? Bruh, I ain't got no rant this week because I'm too fucking tired to fuss.
I'm trying to think. Oh, I got one. I ain't even got one.
I'm too tired to fuss, dog. This week I'm like, no, fuck that shit. I ain't got nothing to say. Y'all got it.
It's gonna be a great weekend, man. Football's back. 2K come out Friday. College football's yeah. Gotta wake up at 9 a.m. for a game. Actually, I gotta wake up at 9 a.m. Actually, I gotta wake up at 6 a.m. We gotta travel this weekend. Not super far.
Shit.
It's like 50 minutes from the crib, 55, almost an hour. I think we're gonna rethink tackle that shit.
Wait, why she saying shit? What did I do? I ain't do nothing this time.
Great behavior. Straight realistic.
This is when I was on my best behavior. Why is this shaking my head?
Yeah, it's a very calm show.
Exactly. Because I'm tired.
Now next week? No. Not for me at least.
It just depends on what I got with work next week. We'll see. If because of my new position or whatever, if we have to change it, we may have to change times or whatever, but we're gonna figure that out. We'll let y'all know, keep y'all posted. But for my brother Keyz, for the sponsors over at Dubby Energy, feel me? In that upper corner over there.
Oh, good.
Everybody in the chat, everybody that tuned in, appreciate y'all, love y'all. We'll holler at y'all sometime next week for episode 91 of Super Sports.
Bird call.